what's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat, 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 chat. Let me know down in the chat, 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 chat. Okay, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know. Okay, let's go ahead and pray to this card just in case anybody wants a personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, let me know. I did not put the Cash App and the PayPal down below in the description. However, if you do need the Cash App, it is in my bio. My Cash App is in my bio, not just for the personal readings, but also for the love donations, okay, love offerings, donations, tips, okay, all of the above. If you just want to support your girl, the Cash App is always there, okay? All right. Remember, it's not mandatory, but if you know you love your girl, you support your girl, right? It is highly appreciated, and I am highly grateful for it. As you guys do know, that content is my full-time job, okay, my main source of income. All right, so you know I gotta think long-term goals here, guys. You know, I plan to do content for a really long time. Okay, long time, I mean till my hair turns gray and it's time to retire, baby. Okay. That's how long I'm talking. I don't do nothing. We're not doing this half nothing. We going all the way. Okay? All the way. Alrighty? Even when the technology changes and everything like that, guys, all the way. I will still be posting content 40 years from now. Okay? Alright, imagine. That's a lot of videos. I don't think YouTube will be the same by then. But that's a lot of videos. I mean, there's already so many videos in my um, YouTube library. Like, so many already. That is actually, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing my thing type of thing. Right? But I'm gonna go ahead and pray into the card. So if you need a personal reading, just let me know. And then we're gonna get into this vent session, okay? Because I need y'all to know we're gonna have to vent it out. We're gonna have to vent it out. We gotta talk about it. It just is what it is, okay? I call upon our great divine, our most high, our divine ancestors, and our divine spirit guides to give us the divinely accurate messages that each and every soul needs to hear today. Not what they want to hear, spirit, but what they need to hear in order to grow, learn, evolve along their journeys. Please allow each and every soul to hear the messages that you bring forth through me in a divinely eloquent manner, to allow them to understand and interpret the messages that are needed for to be accordance in your will for their destiny timeline. In Jesus' name we pray, amen, and so it is, Ashe. What's up, Spirit? Welcome in, welcome in. So we do have the cardos ready for the readings. Okay, so if you want to do a personal reading, just let me know down in the chat, and I will get that started, get you the things that you need to know for that. Okay? Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So let's get into this vet session. So first off, if you haven't seen the post that I had did I post it on YouTube yet? I did post it on YouTube. It's not gonna be in the shorts because it is longer than 3 minutes, right? Shorts you can only post if it's like 3 minutes or shorter. Hence that's why it's a short, right? But the video is about like 4 minutes, not that long, not the long at all. But it is a very deeper message in the video, and I want you guys to go watch that video. But I'm going to be sharing some of the context from the video in today's live. Okay, so that you guys can kind of digest this with me, so you guys, like understand where I'm coming from. Now, oh, I didn't. Okay, so I had took a video of ChatGPT saying that, you know, basically what I was trying to confirm with my brother and my cousin, right, basically is that we were emotionally neglected as children, and the way that our parents showed up for our dynamic wasn't the way we needed. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm going to read what I wrote, okay, so that you guys can hear it. You can go read it for yourself in the post uh, that I said I posted today, right? You can go read that for yourself. It's at the end of the video though, so I recommend watching the whole video. Help your girl out, like the video, comment, share, okay, support your girl so she can get up out of here, okay. um so what I wrote to my entire family, you know what I'm saying, I mean aunts, uncles, okay, grandparents, right, my parents, okay, my cousins, my brother, okay, so like all of us are in this group chat, okay, because this specific group chat we're like planning the trip, okay, and this is the only group chat where we have like everybody in it, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, okay, here, right, so I'm like, I'm gonna put it in here because everybody in the family needs to hear this. Not just my parents, you know what I'm saying? Not just my cousin's parents, you know, everybody. Everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the lack thereof of the emotions in the family, right? So, literally, after this video, and oh, I forgot to tag the video I was talking about. Oh, goodness. Okay, wait. It's in my repost on TikTok. If you go in my repost on TikTok, I'm gonna find a way if I can share it with y'all so y'all can see what video I'm talking about. But if you go onto my TikTok and you go to my repost, it's what was his name? It's a guy. He's got black. He's words. Okay, yes, he is black. But I was trying to say glasses, and the glasses are also black. But words, because I guess I was trying to say black glasses and just like whatever. But yeah, he it's the last video I ever posted, and he's talking about like the definition of a bad child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna figure out how to get that video to y'all. Okay. If you were in a Discord chat, if you in the Brainy Bunch hideout in our Discord server, you get first dibs to the video always. Okay, alrighty. Alright, because you in the hideout, so you get to see me post things. You know, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and get into this. Right, let me go ahead and get into this. Right, it says. So I'm saying, I wish this video came out sooner, right? So it would have been easier to express why I was so angry in 2021, right? I didn't realize that the lack of emotional intelligence could have such a huge effect on my childhood. However, you can only do what you were taught, so I don't blame anyone. But with this knowledge, it's no longer an excuse in my book. I'll try my hardest to be more vulnerable and transparent with my emotions, but y'all need to do the same. If you don't tell me how you feel, I can't fix anything. If you shut down or yell instead of expressing yourself like an adult slash human being, it will not help the situation. This is a struggle for me to write because I love you all, but we must individually heal whatever experiences we've been through, whether that's shared or separate, in order to heal as a family and grow our relationship stronger together. That was what I said with the little heart emoji at the end. That's what I said. That was what I said. Okay. So here is what I think I got all the messages. Okay, yes I do. Alright, so here's what my mom said. Although Although I appreciate you sharing your feelings with everyone, I'm truly confused about this video. No one, and I mean no one, ever called over to refer to any of the kids as bad, so I don't understand where that came from. None of y'all were bad kids. Whole context of that video missed, by the way. I'm going to get that video to y'all now because she obviously missed the context. Um, it feels like things are being internalized, okay, and that's the wrong internalized, that never actually happened. While it's healthy to express your feelings, it's also important to be mindful not to distort events or the reality of how you were raised. We were all disciplined differently as children. Gentle parenting simply, actual air quotes there, simply wasn't a common approach at the time. As we grow older, we develop greater understanding and perspective. Emotional intelligence truly comes with age. You can be taught emotional intelligence from a really young age, and by time you become an adult, right, that emotional intelligence is going to help you get through a lot of situations and avoid a lot of situations because you can realize that you know your self-worth, you respect yourself, right? So then when you get into situations where people don't respect you or treat you like you are who you are, right, and treat you less than, right, you don't have to deal with those people. You know, you can cut those people off and be done with those people, right? Whereas when you never tell your child that they can do something like that, that is something that would be the healthier route, right, and to emotionally express themselves, right, then they believe that staying in a toxic relationship, staying in a toxic dynamic is normal, is healthy. With that being said, this is still my mother. I do agree, and I'm paraphrasing about the importance of everyone healing from within. I genuinely believe that through that healing, we can continue to grow closer, strengthen our bond, and build an even stronger relationship as a family. Now, my uncle proceeds to he can't see the video, but he grasps what I meant in the chat, like in that text bubble, and he was like, I'm proud of you for sharing this with us. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable even with family, so I'm glad you did. I can't watch the video because I don't have TikTok, but I agree with some things you said. Not sure about the bad kids part either, so I won't speak on that. And this right here is he understood the first part, but he didn't understand that part because he couldn't see the video. So he said, I'm not going to speak on that because he can't see the video. So he's like, I don't know what's that about. You know what I'm saying? So, as a family, we love and care very deeply for each other. Like, it takes time for people to feel comfortable enough to share intimate thoughts and feelings with others. I think having this conversation helps reassure that we're always there for each other, especially at our lowest moments. Learning to express your emotions is a hard thing, even as adults. We can all try to do better. Okay, and then, my aunt proceeds to say, I don't understand what's going on. And then she's asking about who's going out for the Halloween. Um, Right. So it's like, as you can see, now here's where I'm gonna clock them all on that bad kid talk, right? First off, that's not even what the video was about. So the context of the video was entirely missed. I showed the video to my cousin and my brother, and they were like, that video wasn't even about the word bad kids. Like, if you watch the video, it wasn't even about that. It was about the emotional neglect of not trying to grow yourself so that you can grow your relationship. You know what I'm saying? It was more so about that, and I'm gonna let you guys interpret it for your own self. Okay, so you can take what I say with a grain of salt and go watch this video on your own when I do get the link for you guys. Okay, but seriously go, what you call it, I remember. Oh wait, let me read. Sorry. I'm gonna clock them on that because I know they lying. And they don't know that I know they're lying, but I know they're lying. So, anywho, because I've heard it. I've heard it. Like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. So I literally said after like I was gonna send this before like my uncle said anything, right? And I was like, but see how you just invalidated my feelings by trying to gaslight me for how I feel about events that are true to my experiences. And you're like, where did she gaslight you? Up here, the first sentence here. I'm truly confused about this video. No one, and I mean no one, gaslit. Alrighty. I feel like things are being internalized. Invalidated your feelings. When it, but it's also mindful not to distort events. Gaslit. Or reality, how you were raised. Gaslit. We are all disciplined differently as children. Gentle parenting. Gaslit. I just showed y'all where it was at. Y'all can go read it for yourself. But those were the key points to let me know I was being gaslit. I was being manipulated into making myself small, making my emotions smaller so that it doesn't bother any of them, right? And make them uncomfortable with how the fact that they need to grow as human beings, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying that they need to grow. And I'm pressuring them to grow now because when I told y'all, when I leave out of this house, if they do not change, if I don't see nothing, okay, and we about to have some discussions soon, right? Because we about to have some family discussions with me, my brother, my mom, and my dad, you know, and then with my mom's side of the family, and then with the entire family. So we gonna have some discussions. We are, and in those discussions, if I don't see change, if I don't see accountability, if I don't see someone taking literally accepting the fact that they need to change in those sessions, and all I hear is gaslighting, and all I hear is manipulation, and if I don't see a positive change in those conversations, I promise you, as soon as I get out this house, cut off. Ain't nobody getting talked to no more. Okay, if it ain't my cousins and my brother, I don't care about it no more. I ain't saving that relationship. It ain't on me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I am trying. I am trying. So if they don't try, that's on them. That's on them. And it will forever be on them. Because that's on them. Right, so let me go into this. Right? And how I know my family has come up against me in some weird shape or way of form that the Lord did not approve of. One, my parents, my uncle, lying. Talking about they've never called the kids bad once. Baby Buki, the walls are thin in this house. The walls are thin. Okay, between me and my brother's full bathroom and my parents' bedroom, that wall is very thin. My mom loves to talk. She's a Gemini, so she loves to talk. Okay, loves to hear herself talk too. Okay, nothing against Geminis. I just spent my whole life with one. Is all. Okay, so I know she loves to talk. Gossip, gossip, gossip. Who would imagine 16-year-old, 17-year-old Alea walks into her bathroom one day, very just minding her business, nonchalant, very unsuspecting. Very unsuspecting. Alea walks into that bathroom to use the bathroom, to take a number two, TMI, but to take a number two. So I'm in there for a minute, and then I start hearing people talking on the phone. Of course, it's my Gemini mother. Nothing wrong with Geminis. It's just that's the truth. Right, because my dad he talk on the phone, but he don't be gossiping like that, you know what I'm saying? Really my mom do. So like I be listening to my dad's conversation too. You like, why you in grown folk business? Because I'm grown too, and if you're talking about me, it's my business now. Okay, keep my name out your mouth then. Or add to my dharma. That's your choices. Keep my name out your mouth or add to my dharma. Simple as that. You don't understand how deep energy work goes. Okay. Anywho, so unsuspecting 16-year-old, 17-year-old Alea walks into the bathroom. Here's gossiping mother talking about, oh, Alea's not that perfect. Alea's anything but perfect. No, girl, no. And you're just me, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, been doing good in school. Right? Barely get in trouble like that. If I do it, it's because they doing something that, and I just never took my parents' BS. I never stood for it, bro. I never stood for it. And as an adult, I've gotten a lot more bolder because now you can't hold nothing over me. Now you can't hold anything over me. Now I could cut you off just like you was a stranger on the street. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? So 60-year-old me just sitting there like, sorry, man. Yes, yeah, 16-year-old me like, and this is before my spiritual journey now, okay, but it was that first like conscious moment where I was like, my family is fake. My family whole time hating in the background. You know, I'm not saying all my family members, you know, because me and my cousins is cool, but all the adults, fake, phony, narcissists, energy vampires, might even be in an occult. I don't know. Okay, that part I haven't fully confirmed, but there are a lot of details that makes it suspicious. That makes it really suspicious and have you going, what? Because y'all, and I know YouTube video is gonna stay, not like the TikTok video, because I did talk about this a little bit in the TikTok video because I wanted to talk about it. Because who out there has heard that your family members were trying to compare who was the black sheep in your family on some weird occult stuff? Because why do you need to know who the black sheep is? Why is it so important that there is a black sheep? You know what I'm saying? Why? So you can pick on them, energy harvest off of them, try to block their blessings and their destiny? Is that what you're trying to do? Because you didn't realize God wasn't going to play with any of that? Right? And I know, because God has been showing me everybody who has come up against me some point in my life. If you have come up against me in the wrong way, the Lord has shown me. And it's usually because something happens to their vessel that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? Like blindness, getting very ill, cancer, you know, throat problems, thyroid problems. That's the Lord. That's the Lord paying back on karma. And I'm saying breast cancer and thyroid cancer were things that when I moved away from my parents, they got hit with. I didn't know about this until I moved back. They was trying to hide it. But literally the Lord was like, no, right there. Because who tries to figure out who the black sheep is? Look, my third eye itching. Who trying to figure out who the black sheep is in a family? That's weird. And then y'all talking to each other and being like, trying to keep an eye on and be like, okay, who's the black sheep? Who the black sheep? Who the black? Like, y'all are weird. Weird. Mad weird. Like, what? Let me find out. Let me find out. Because here's my thing. If you try to come up against my destiny, I don't even want to know what the Lord finna do to you, man. I don't know what I want to know, man, because I already know it's dark. The Lord is duality. The Lord is love, light, okay, hatred, dark. The Lord is everything under the sun, everything in between, okay, above and beyond. The Lord is everything, because energy is everything, right? So energy being everything, the Lord being everything, I don't want to know what the Lord is going to do to people who try to come up against my destiny. Because I've already seen it. Several times. Where I'm looking like, wow, those people were bad to me. Look at them now. Oh my God. Wow, those people were secretly bad to me. Look at them now. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's like every time I turn around, you get what I'm saying? It's not anger. It's just like the Lord is really showing me like the first 18 years of my life was full of like fake people. Right? Just the first 18 years of my life. Okay. I found some real friends and stuff like that. Um, in my, current years and stuff like that, my friends from Dairy Queen that was in Florida, right? Love them. Shout out to them. Um, as well as my friends from college. Shout out to them. I love them. You know what I'm saying? And they're like genuine people. You know what I'm saying? They are genuine people. Um, and that's why we flock together. You know what I'm saying? But it's like none of us should be tried. Like I'm genuinely gonna say none of us should be tried. Like honestly, because even though they're all genuine people, you should take none of our kindness for weakness. Because I think we all got a little bit of a screw loose. Um, so don't take the kindness for weakness, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Right. I told y'all if it was like I told you guys before when that old man has swung on me, he was so lucky he was my patient. Okay, because since you are a patient, I cannot swing back on you. That's cool. But promise you, if you wasn't a patient, that's not how this would have went down. Okay? That is not how this would have went down. Alright. But yeah, so all of that going on. Okay, so literally we clocked the lie. Okay, so that was the lie. So we clocked it. Let's talk about it. What, I don't remember how old I was. Okay, because people be lying. There were never signs. There were never signs that you were depressed or you had anxiety. Well, first off, I went up to my mom and I told her that I thought I had anxiety and that I should get checked out for it. And I was told, oh, well, you don't want to be on medication. It makes you less normal. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will just pretend like I don't have anxiety. Okay. Right? Like, I just pretend. Because I guess the medication is too much, So, that's another form. Okay. So when they're like, there were no signs. Okay, here's another sign. Here's another sign versus me blatantly telling you something was wrong. And you shutting me down. Right? So here's another sign. I was, we'll say 12 or 13. I used maybe even 14, because we were in that one house for a while. So maybe it was like 14. I was like 13 or 14, around that age. Because I did a lot of track and I did a lot of cheerleading and dance. Okay, so I had a lot of track trophies, right? I think no, and I had the cheerleading trophies and I had the track trophies, but mainly the track trophies, okay? Because mind you, I was very angry about the fact that I saw my mom go through the divorce and how my dad cheating on her and everything like that, and not wanting to work on his mental health affected their relationship and affected them both emotionally, but because they were so caught up in their own worlds, they never bothered to ask the kids how they felt about the whole thing. Right? It wasn't like, oh guys, we want to talk to you guys, we want to see how you guys feel about the whole thing. It was more of a, yeah, so me and your dad are getting a divorce. And then you think it's okay to start dating him again and then marry him again when you didn't even ask your kids either time? Okay. Like, you didn't ask your kids anything. You didn't see how they felt about anything, none of that. So, rightfully so, I was angry at my father for trying to exit and enter our lives and act like nothing changed, act like we were all handy dandy, and act like the situation wasn't what the situation was, and try to be a parental figure when it was like, bruh, you barely here anyway. So rightfully 13, 14, I was angry. At this time I could say that SA thought, the SH thoughts, and wanting to KYM, right? Those kind of thoughts, like, they were subsiding. I wouldn't say they were completely gone, but I would say they were subsiding a little bit. Right, so all that's going on still at once, and so here I am in my room crashing out, because I told you I'm a recovering crash out. Okay, that means I did not know how to express my emotions in a healthy manner, and I would held on to them until I had an emotional outburst, right? Which was a crash out, right? Okay. So here I am in my room. I close my door. I'm like, all right, I don't even want these no more, because I equivalated our connection to the sports. Like, the only real connection and bonding time we had was when I was interested in things they were interested in. Right? My father did track. He was a track star. He was amazing at track. Bro could have went to the Olympics. That how good he was. I'm serious. That good. What you got? My mom, cheerleader. Couldn't do track for shit, but cheerleader. Okay, she was doing all them little flips. All right. Cheerleader. Okay. What? Imagine I did track and cheerleading to try to create a bond between my parents, to try to get them to emotionally respond to me, to try to get to hang out with them more, right? But it was never enough. It was nothing. It was like nothing was enough. You know what I'm saying? They still weren't getting it. So that day, I decided that since I made that connection, that was how we were bonding, and that was our basically the preface of our relationship, and how we have some kind of emotional connection with one another. I was like, destroying these lets you know I'm destroying our bond. Like, destroying these, like, I'm destroying whatever connection we have, because you are too. Right? Because you're not trying to show up here, and you want me to show up for you. No. So I took those trophies and I swung them across the room so hard at my closet door. I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. I'm not trying to trauma dump or anything, guys, but I'm telling you guys, there were signs the whole time. Right? I mean, your child literally starts throwing things across the room, metal trophies across the room, hoping they break. If it didn't break the first time, I promise you I went to pick it up and made sure that thing broke the second time. Okay? I made sure they broke. Okay? You know, and like, even then, it was still like, okay, like, those are your trophies. You broke them. So, like, it's like, wow. Wow. The cries for help couldn't be louder. The cries for someone to pay attention couldn't be louder, huh? I mean, there were no signs. So in 7th grade, did I not fail 9 of my classes? I mean F's in every single class. An F. An F, an F, an F, an F. 9 F's on the report card. You know what I got? I didn't get asked why are you failing, like, what's going on with school and everything. I got my butt whooped. Yeah. Yeah, because it couldn't have been something that was going on with me inside. Right? Right? That's the thing. That's the thing. You know? It's like, take accountability. Take accountability, right? Okay? Don't act like you didn't do what you did. Because that right there is going to get you cut off. Okay? Just take accountability. Take accountability for the fact that when I used the oven, okay, and my mom wasn't home, I used the oven to cook something for me and my brother. I was safe about it. The house didn't burn down. Did it? No. The house was still there. Okay. Right? Then my mom decided she's going to hit me with the belt for it. I made sure your son and I were fed. Then apologized right after, and was like, okay. Okay. Sure. Right? Right? Like, guys, I've tried to hold my tongue in these kind of situations, but it's like, I know what my childhood was. Why do you think all the books that I wrote in my childhood were dark. They had a dark outlook on life. None of the books I wrote as a child, and when I say child, I mean anywhere from 9 years old to now, right? And I don't really write books unless the only book I'm really like focused on is my book. You know what I'm saying about my life. But what you call it? The other books, like I'm not really focused on them or trying to finish them or any regard, because it's like the place I was in when I started those books was a really dark one. It was a depressed outlook on life. It was a very SH outlook on life. It was not a good outlook on life, right? Like if you read those books, you'd be like, oh God, were you okay? Because why are these books so like, especially the one, This Isn't Real, right? And that one was really dark. I was telling you guys about that one before, because that one was really dark. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying, is that there were plenty of signs, but somehow they all got ignored because, you know, they had too much stuff going on their plates and they were overwhelmed to try to figure out what was going on in our lives. Like, we weren't going to school and, you know, because we were black kids being bullied in a predominantly white school, or people trying to make fun of us, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have things going on in our lives. We were just kids, so we wasn't supposed to have things going on in our lives. That's how they viewed it. But won't take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? Won't take accountability for the fact that they messed us up internally. Like, what? They give their parents so much leeway for it. I promise you, they give their parents so much leeway for it, but I am not going to give anybody leeway for causing me any kind of trauma and then sit there in my face and lie. You're distorting the events of your, because apparently all you remember is the good and sunshine parts of the past. You don't remember none of the dark stuff. That sounds like you still haven't healed from your own trauma, that you were kind of push everything into a subconscious lockbox. Because apparently you don't remember. You act brand new. You know what I'm saying? Acting brand new. Like you really don't remember my childhood. You only remember the good things and thought the good things was going to outweigh the bad things. We thought the good things would outweigh the bad things and all for the make up for all the bad things. Really? Buying you things, making sure, you know what I'm saying? The bare minimum. The bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, Doug. It reminds me of that Reddit post when the when the dad was like, oh, you know, you had to respect him because he did all these things for her. And it was like, you did what any normal parent would do. And so for some reason, you want a cookie. And that's how I felt reading that, because he went on to list all the things that he had did for his child throughout their lives, and they were all transactional things. Not once did it say, I was there when you had a breakup and we ate ice cream. I was there to explain the birds and the bees to you. We had emotional sit downs. We had very parent, like, you know, we had our talks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing on that paper said anything about having an emotional connection with your child. All it was transactional. I took you here. I took you there. I spent money on this. I spent money on that. You did what any average parent would do. I promise you, I can find 5 million of you. Easily. Easily. Do you want a cookie for doing the bare minimum? Do you want a cookie? Like, that's what it feel like. That's what it feel like. Because you want to bring up everything you've done in the past, but ain't none of it talking about how we've had, you know, actual conversations where we can be transparent with one another and be real with one another. Ain't none of that on that list, is it? Actual milestones in my life. You probably can't even name one, can you? You can't tell me when the first time I had sex was, can you? You can't. You don't even. You can't even tell me the last time I had sex was, can you? Okay. Okay. You don't even know if I'm dating anybody or talking to anybody, do you? Oh. Okay. You don't know what I got in the plans for work and everything like that, and how I'm gonna be moving forward with my life, do you? Oh. I wonder why that is. I wonder why. Because if it don't involve you, it's not your business, right? You not making no effort toward making it your business anyway. Not like you actually emotionally are present to care about it anyway, because you got so much going on in your own life. Stop to realize that other people got going on in theirs. Okay, every just once in a while, you know what I'm saying? It's not always about you. Right. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm like. That's why I'm like just done. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm like I said, they have until I leave to figure something out. Okay, they have until I leave to figure something out. Because if you ain't gonna change, baby, why would I introduce you to anybody in my life? No. And guys, I've been trying so hard because literally, I've been trying for the last year to be like, okay, it's unfair not to, even though I'm not, this is like just for future talk, future reference. I'm not seeing nobody. Anywho, future reference, I'm thinking about long in the future things, right? And I'm like, I don't really, I didn't want to invite them. I didn't want to invite my parents to my wedding. You know what I'm saying? None of that. None of that. I don't even want nobody to be in the to witness my child's birth unless it's, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know a midwife, right? A midwife and my husband. You know what I'm saying? And then our like our children if they're there. You know what I'm saying? Because gotta teach them. You gotta teach them. Anywho, like that's like who I would only want in the room at that time. And then I wouldn't let nobody meet the baby, for about anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. Okay, and that's me being lenient because I honestly want to make it a year. I don't want nobody to see that baby in the first couple of years. In the first year and everything like that. And it's not like, it's just that I know people try to throw voodoo, or they try to, if the baby has a birthmark, they try to figure out their destiny and their star map and stuff like that. And it's like, people are mad weird. People be on some occult stuff, and I don't want my baby introduced to none of that. So I'm not like, I don't want nobody around my baby for the first 3 to 6 months. No, it's not happening. Like, if you aren't the parents, you're not me or my husband or the midwife, right? You can go kick rocks. I don't want you around my child for the first 3-6 months. Okay, simple as that. And I'm not changing that. That's simple. That's not changing. Okay, but I was trying to be, I was trying to give my parents the benefit of the doubt, and be like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell them I'm getting married whenever I get married, right? I'm not going to tell them. I'm just going to like surprise them with a trip and be like, oh yeah, we're going somewhere, because I do want a destination wedding. Don't play with me. I want a destination wedding. It's not going to be no big wedding. It's only supposed to be the people that I have, that truly care about me and love me, right, and want to see me happy, right? That's the only couple people really right now in my head. That's my brother and my cousin. Okay, and y'all know I talk about them, and I love my other cousin and everything, but I'm closest to those two in the just like we talk all the time kind of sense. So like those would be the only two people I invited to my wedding in the future, guys, future. Just think in the future. Okay, I'm not saying tomorrow. Okay, chill on me. Okay, chill on me. Whenever God allows. Okay, I don't even know about the next year, y'all. So chill on me. chill on me. Okay, chill on me. Right. So anywho, I was like, well, maybe it would be like unfair, and I should invite, you know, my parents as well, but just tell them like, you know, of course my brother and my cousin would know before we left, but we like don't tell them, so it's like a surprise trip we're going on, you know what I'm saying? And then like boom, like they get there, you know, I buy an outfit for them already picked out and everything like that, so they don't have to try anything on or anything like that. Like I'm gonna get their measurements and stuff, like, but we would have to be slick about it, but still. You know, it's like I had this whole thing like and trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay, I can make this work because I don't want people like when I get married, y'all won't know. I promise you, you will not know until I pop out with a ring. Okay, don't ask. Don't ask questions. Okay, all right. Promise you, you won't know I'm dating anybody until I. And promise you, it'll be after I'm already married and the honeymoon has already taken place. Promise. Promise. That's when you guys will find out. Because I don't want nobody knowing. I don't want nobody knowing. Okay. Um. There won't be signs. There won't be hints. Okay. Not even, not even the honorary soul tribe family. They probably will know first, but they won't know until after it's done. Okay, I'm not telling anybody until after it's all done, all said and done. Nobody can interfere with their nasty, crusty, dusty energy. Okay, I know that not all of y'all be doing that. Y'all be sending y'all love this way, and I appreciate y'all love. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just that you know, I'm still not going to tell you. Okay. Until after. All right. I like to keep my privacy. Um. So yeah. So that's like the like so you know. Then you know so it'd be like surprise. You know me walking down the aisle. Da 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 da. You know like we're you know and they would be at the wedding, but you know they wouldn't be able to tell nobody. You know y'all already know what I mean. They won't be able to tell nobody. Tell my aunt, tell my grandma, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the whole family at that point. If you told those two, you know what I'm saying? Everybody finna be talking about it at that point, right? The whole family gonna know and be like, you didn't invite none of us. That's why. Like, that is why, right there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I was trying to really like I don't know because I was talking to somebody about this and they're like, you know, you don't want your parents at your wedding, right? And it was like, not really, no. You're right. So I tried to come, like I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe that is wrong of me to try to keep that from them. You know what I'm saying? A milestone in my life, right? Keep that from my parents after they've done so much. You know what I'm saying? But after that conversation I just read y'all, I'm like, nah, back to the original plan. Nah. Ain't no only two people I'm inviting, and y'all already know it. Nobody. And you like, are you gonna record it? Probably not. Probably not. Right. But yeah, no, seriously, guys. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, guys. Where I'm like, do not get in your 80s or your 90s hitting my line talking about you on your bed to about to go meet the Lord, because I will literally laugh in your face and hang up the phone. I'm so serious. I don't care. Once I cut you off, you already don't exist to me. Simple as that. When I cut a person off, they no longer exist to me. Meaning, I don't remember you. Okay? Like, and the faint memory that I have of you isn't pleasant. Therefore, I don't want to talk to you. You're not alive to me. You might exist somewhere else, but you do not exist in my reality. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, cause what? You can get blotted out of my reality. Don't think I won't scratch you out like, oh, that wasn't a good person. Trying to just move on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, seriously, guys, it's like, and I try not to act on my hyper independence because, you know, I got that too. Um, I try not to act out on that, you know. And guys, I've already lived in a car before, and I really don't want to live in a car again. But I'm not opposed to it. Okay, I'm not opposed to it. But that's my hyper independence acting. You know what I'm saying? Because like, that's not gonna help me. You know, that's not a smart move. It's not a wise decision. You know, um, it's not gonna help me at all, at all. So it's like experiencing mental and emotional abuse from someone who wasn't a family member. It's helped me recognize it in my family. And I am growing as a person, but they are stagnant. And honestly, when you outgrow people, you gotta leave them. Gotta leave them behind, right? I'm a leave nobody behind kind of gal, but I'm also you can't save everybody kind of gal. I don't want to leave nobody behind, you know? But I can't save everybody either. Okay? I could try, but I might get myself hurt along the way. You know what I'm saying? I could try. I could try to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And that person just play in my face. And the whole time, if I just realized I can't save everybody, I wouldn't have had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. That's really what it is right now. I can't save everybody. So, and y'all know, I tell y'all, this is not the time to be coming up against light workers, nothing, participating in wickedness, nothing, doing black magic, nothing. This is not the year for that. Okay, and us, the energy we are in as a collective, as a 5D energy, perpetuating this love, justice, and peace, right? Any wickedness that tries to come up against us right now is being reflected back to its sender and is getting doubled and tripled because now they on God's list. Okay, and God is cleaning up the streets. Okay, cleaning them up. All right, all the wicked people right now catching illnesses, catching diseases, catching things that they might never heal from, might even be catching a fade with God of death. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a lot of things y'all about to see a lot of people go through, a lot of people that was never anything but a trash, right? You about to like to see them, a lot of them go through stuff. A lot of them. Honestly, I literally just see my cousin whose deadbeat dad was never around. He in the hospital now, talking about he want to see the kids. Like what? What? That man right there proves my point. Literally, the Lord said, yeah. On the list, everybody getting hit. Everybody is getting hit. The Lord is making people accountable this year. And if you don't take accountability for your actions and clear your karmic debt, you're not going to like the next few years. You are not going to like the next few years. For some people, this is going to be 7 years to a decade. They are not going to like it, right? All right, because remember last November we were talking about this, how the cycle has ended, right? And everything for the light workers and the God's children is going to be going ooh, 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 celebration. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be living the high life, 5D earth life. You know what I'm saying? World peace life. You know what I'm saying? But everybody who's in the 3D where they've been doing these things they shouldn't have been doing, right? They are going to be experiencing hell. I'm gonna put it straight like that. They're going to be experiencing hell for the next 7 to 10 years. It's going to be a drought for them where it's going to be a feast and fruitful festival for us. It's going to be the most pathetic drought of all time. Worse than the drought that hit Egypt and all the lands in there. You don't know what I'm talking about if you read the Bible. Their karma, yeah, they hit that karmic cycle where the Lord said it's time to pay up. It's time to pay up. So I know that my ex is going through it right now because he thought I didn't know how he was doing black magic on me or something. Like, baby, I knew way before, Bookie, way before. I don't know why y'all think y'all slick. I knew way before. I know more than I let on all the time. Do I play dumb sometimes? Yeah. Why? Because I like to see how much of a fool you really think I am. Uh, before I clock it. And then I'm like, oh, you thought it was one way, but it was another. Ooh, I didn't switch up. You was the one that took me for weak. You was the one who was like, oh, well, this is an easy target. Oh, you thought. And I'm going to let you think. That's no. You fooled yourself. I'm just going to allow you to keep fooling yourself. And when I'm the last one laughing, it's because you fooled yourself into believing I was some weak sheep that was just going to fold. It's going to take the hits left and right. And that I was going to break. That you could unravel me. That you can lock my light in chains and suppress it with darkness. Oh, if you don't know my tis sound, that's like another code for yeah, right, yeah, sure, yeah, cool, yeah, that's basically what my tis means. In the short form, right? That's basically me like, right. Like if I go like if I'm I genuinely would not, like, if I'm doing that, just stop whatever you're doing. Just stop whatever you're doing, because I right there is me telling you I'm holding my tongue, but I might clap back. Because I ain't holding it enough if the sounds is coming out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holding it enough if them sounds is coming out. I'm sorry, it was like itching like right in here. It was like not my nostrils. Sorry guys, it's just like right here. I don't know, it's really weird. But what you call it? Yeah, this is just no. That sound. I have a couple like just indicators when you should not try me. Right, that's not a good time to be messing with me. As well as seriously, like if you like, y'all know that y'all know I love to talk. I don't even care. I admit it. My family is chatty Cathy's up and down, left and right. Okay, chatty. Okay. I don't care. That's just how we are. Okay, chatty. Alright. Very saying, yeah. At peace with the decision. Yeah. Chatty. Right. So that being said, if I'm not talking, it's a problem. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I'm not talking to you, there's obviously a problem. Because I love to talk, right? And I love to talk to my like if I have a significant other, I love to talk. Like, I want us to talk. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Why am I talking? What's going on? I want to talk. I want to know what's going on. What? Right? That's why I talk to you guys so much, right? And I ask what's going on, how y'all doing, right? I don't want us to be strangers on the screen. That's why I do that, because honestly, I want to know. But seriously, right? If they were like, if I'm not talking to you, like, honestly, fix it. Fix whatever you did. I don't care. Fix whatever you did. Because if I'm not talking to you, there's a problem. There's obviously a problem. And it might not because I not know how to vocalize it, but it's more so like there's definitely an issue, because I literally don't shut down unless I'm very upset. Okay? And that's not healthy. I know that, guys. I really do. I'm working on it. I promise you I'm working on it. Okay? Right, but still. And you guys know. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's like you know, I shouldn't be shutting down in those kind of situations. But here's the other thing. If I have explained myself 5 million times, and I only like to explain myself once, so you already got me out of character explaining it more than once. Okay, I understand if you didn't get it the first time and you need me to re-elaborate. Maybe the second time I'm understanding. You know, I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't say it right the first time, and you just you didn't grasp what I was trying to tell you. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. But by the third time, you still don't get it. I'm sitting there looking at you like I know what clarity, seeing the whole picture. Spirit is funny. Glowing result. Spirit is funny, man. Like I know it does not take me 3 times of explaining this for you to grasp what I'm telling you. I just told you in 2 different ways. You still got questions about what the main topic is of this discussion? No, I can't even entertain that no more. Yes, I'm gonna shut down because now you just saying things and you just want to respond to me. You don't even want to listen. You just want to respond. You already got it cooked up in your head what you're gonna say and everything, and you're just ignoring everything I'm saying. So you can say what you gotta say. You done talking? Okay, so here's what I was gonna say, and it has nothing to do with what I just said. Like, are you actually listening or are you pretending to, and you already came up with your whole defensive answer already? You heard one line of my entire sentence and you created an entire argument just to combat that one line in the sentence and missed the entire context of the entirety of the message? What? Why are you so hyper fixated on something that was to add depth to the context? You know what I'm saying? What? I know you can't be this slow. I know you are not this slow. Like you don't know how much it really, guys. It takes so much of me not to be so condescending. Okay, be like it takes so much because it's like God. There's no way you're this slow. It's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Please, God, deliver me from ignorance, please, Lord. You know, and that's not me trying to be mean. It's really like my brain is trying to figure out what is wrong. How do you not understand? You're not even trying to understand, but you want me to keep explaining myself? No. Say whatever you gotta say and let this be over. I don't care at this point. It's done. You're done for. You're wrapped up. You don't exist in my mind anymore, bro. Just get cut off and deal with it. At this point, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the kind of terms I've come to in my life. For real, for significant others and for family dynamic. I'm like, no, these are the people that are supposed to love you and care for you the most and are supposed to be there the most, and people act like this? Like, what? No, I'm not accepting that, and I'm not settling for it. I don't care. My kids don't have their grandparents. Like, you don't need them anyway. Right? I bet they would have bought you a bunch of stuff, and that would have made you feel okay and everything. But, you know, then they would have asked you to spend some time with them after making the entire relationship transactional. Like, literally. How do you complain that your grandkids don't spend time with you, but you made every interaction with them transactional? You want me to talk about things? You can't even talk about things with me. Like, what? You want me to respect you? You can't even respect me. Like, I'm not your little friend. Cool. So you're gonna be a stranger on the street then. So you're a stranger on the street then. You're not my friend? You're not my little friend? Then you're a stranger on the street. That's all you all be to me. Like, seriously. Like, I'm just at the point where I just don't care anymore. Like, if it's not genuine, if it's not unconditional, I don't want it. I don't want it, and you guys shouldn't settle for less, um, or settle for something that isn't genuine or unconditional with your families or with your significant others. Okay, if it's not genuine, if it's not unconditional, leave it the heck alone immediately. Okay, cause y'all know as soon as I can, as soon as I can, I'm out. I am out. Okay, won't think twice about it. Give them a little heads up, because last time I didn't, since it was a little out of anger. But last time I gave them literally a couple days. But I don't even think it was a full week. I think it was a couple days. I really believe it was a couple days. And that day, my father actually tried to fight me. Right? Yeah. Um, literally told me to swing on him and everything. Like, everything like that. We were literally fighting, guys. Right? So, yeah. Like, no, no, no. If I don't see no improvement, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But if I don't see no improvement, it's done for. I ain't going. I ain't playing no games with nobody. I am not sacrificing my sanity or my peace for anybody. Ever. Ever. I've worked too hard. I've worked too hard for my sanity. I worked too hard for my peace. I'm not giving it up. And as simple as that, guys. Simple as that. Trying to make sure I didn't lose a card in here. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, vent to y'all real quick. Okay, if you're watching this later, you're not watching this while we are live, that is a-okay. I'm gonna put the link to the video I was talking about in the comments of this live so that you guys can see it here. And then I'll put it in the comments for the other post as well. Okay, so if you see it somewhere else, or yeah, I'll put it there too. So it's all gonna be there. All that's gonna be taken care of. Trying to think. No lives tomorrow or anything like that. Yeah, no. Honestly, I think we are good. If you guys need one-on-one sessions with me, the new week's Monday starts the new week, work week. Okay, Monday through Saturday, right? 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. $50 for each reading. If you understand what your girl is going through, okay, and you want to get messages from me to support your girl, or you want to donate, tip, okay, send a love offering, okay, my way, because you want to help me get out of this situation, I really appreciate it. I am highly grateful for it, and I love you guys so much, okay, and I hope to help you guys as much as you help me on these journeys, okay. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. Amen.